grave digger, kiss a death friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my install. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Johnson on first down. Flush to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, check, Patriot!
On second down, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his pass incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here we go now. Green 3.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Pushes over him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from the 20. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Johnson off the play fake. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Johnson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Slam! 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 White coin! White coin! White coin! Ohio! Ohio!
Johnson now operating from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. And some room to roam now. Caught left side, Garcon. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney!
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Lucky 56.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Johnson running left. And he spins free. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Johnson, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
On 3rd down, Johnson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. This is TJ Logan to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, Rosen eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Ohio, Ohio. Flex round, flex round. Get the way. Flex round, flex round.
Off the play fake. Johnson. Benjamin with it over the middle. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Johnson throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ohio, Ohio.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Johnson, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back. Ohio, Ohio. What we got? Ohio, Ohio.
Johnson now throwing on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Johnson, it's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No, check, Patriot! Over!
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
Detroit! Gun!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Johnson throwing to start the drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Johnson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ohio!
Off play action. Johnson. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Johnson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They go to Johnson again. Able to spin free, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Flat in the blanket, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, One in the hand, one in the bag, Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me.